Guys, it's Charlene. Today I am taking you along with me to check out everything that happened at Create 2023, so let's dive right on in. Good morning, everyone. I am on my way to the airport. Early morning. It's about 7 a.m. on Thursday morning, and I am going to fly to Columbus, Ohio from Seattle, and I am really looking forward to it. Well, I made it to the parking lot. Yay. Parked in the middle of nowhere on my way into the terminal. After my nice long walk, I found some coffee, and it was a good thing because my flight was delayed, but I made it to Columbus. I was so tired. I went and had some dinner and a glass of wine, and it was time for bed. Good morning. I am heading out of my hotel room for my first day. I'll catch you guys soon. So I parked my car, and I had to park a little bit far back, but this space is huge. This, I believe, used to be an old school, so there's lots of buildings everywhere. There's a hotel, there's a dining area, there's a conference center, lots of different stuff going on. So I'm just walking up here. It was a beautiful morning. The birds were chirping. I was a little nervous to meet all of the people that I have seen in videos and worked with in design teams, but I was very, very excited. Up here on the left is the entrance to the hotel, and to the right is the entrance to the conference center. I did come by the night before just so I could get a sense of where I needed to be in the morning, and I also wanted to check out the Create sign. There it is. So beautiful. Loved all of the balloon art that they had. It was awesome. So when we arrived on the first morning and checked in, this was the package that we were given, a nice little zipper bag. I love these from Simon Says Stamp. They're really heavy duty. So that was nice because I knew I'd be able to put all of my make and takes in this as I was going around the tables. Now, I didn't bring a bag with me on the first day. I wish I had, because I was kind of just carrying this around in my hands. And I did eventually go back to my car where I had my backpack. So that was nice. But just for future reference, bring a bag so you have it. And this is everything that was included in there. I had my little name tag here, which was so fun. I just, it makes it a little more real to have that. And some hand sanitizer, which I thought was a really nice touch. Cute little pin. Some sticky notes, which will definitely get put to use for masking and things like that. A little notebook, which I thought was nice. I didn't end up using it, but if I had been there doing more shopping, which I didn't end up doing a lot of shopping, I would have used this to write down things that I wanted to purchase and look for. So that I thought was a nice touch, as well as a pen, some little stickers that you can put on your tech products. And then something they did that I thought was really nice was you could order things online and either have them delivered to the venue, or you could have them delivered to your house with free shipping as part of being at the Create event. So I thought that was really nice because a few things that I did end up ordering, I placed my order by the deadline, and then I went ahead and got free shipping, which was nice. It's a little packet of information, which I at first didn't realize this was in the bag. So there was also our lunch tickets and a raffle ticket. But if I had opened the bag and paid attention, I would have found a whole lot of information. Like there's a map in here. So that was my own fault. But it talks about there was some resting rooms where you could just go take a break, talk to other people, which was nice, to explain the meals, all the hours of stuff. There was that map, nearby things that you could go to for lunch, like dinner or whatever, all of the different companies that were doing Create It and Take It, and then a bit of information about the instructors that were going to be at the classes, the schedule, as well as some of the sponsors that were there. So I thought this was nice. I just wish I would have realized it was in there. So Maybe if the person who was checking people in had said, like, look in your bag, you got all the information's in there, that would have been helpful. But, I should have known better. I just was so excited to get inside that I just went right in and didn't really pay attention to what was in that bag until way later in the day when I noticed this was in there. I took an obligatory picture with the sign because you just have to. And then I went in. So there was an area with the store and the make and takes. And then in a different area of the conference center were the classrooms. And then there was also an area where there was just tables and chairs you could sit down and relax. So I want to give you guys a sense of what it was like inside. You can hear it's very loud. It was very, very busy, and they, I think, underestimated the number of people that were going to be there. I met tons of different people. Jason and his wife are running the Riley & Company Make and Take booth. I met Irina, who is just the sweetest woman. She's the owner of La La Land Crafts, and I've been on one of their design teams, and she was just as awesome in real life. I met Rebecca Kaufman with Lawn Fawn. She was very sweet, spent a lot of time answering my questions about various parts of Lawn Fawn. I met the owner of My Favorite Things, Kim, and she was very kind and sweet, even though I stuck my foot in my mouth and asked her what she did for the company, and turned out she was the owner. But she was wonderful, and I had a great conversation with her. The ladies over at the Doodlebug Design booth were just awesome. They had these beautiful cards showing, and then they had these gorgeous books that were out that you could kind of flip through. I really loved seeing all of that inspiration. I really enjoyed meeting Susan Opal, the editor-in-chief over at Scrapbook and Cards Today. Finally, in person, she wears many hats in the crafting and card making industry, so it was so nice to put a face to a name. Libby Hickson was running the Hero Arts booth. She does education and marketing for Hero Arts. She was just wonderful. And then I got to meet my good friend Terry Wilson, who I've never met in person, but that does Terry's Mailbox, and she's just a wonderful lady, does YouTube videos, so definitely check out her channel. I also met in person Amy Risavi, who she's just a hoot. She cracks me up. Definitely a very down-to-earth and genuine person, so it was so nice to meet her. I met Nicole Peterson, the owner of Picket Fence Studios, which was awesome because I'm on their design team, and it's always nice to actually meet someone in person that you've spent a lot of time talking with online. And then lastly, I met Nina Marie Trapani. She was doing the booth for Simon Says Stamp, and she was very sweet. I really enjoyed meeting her as well. The first class we did was with Gina Kate and Jennifer McGuire. It was right up my alley, definitely the types of cards that I like to make. So this is what we received in the class. We got a little pin and a pen from Gina K, some little stickers from Jennifer McGuire, and also we received a big iced cookie. I'll show you a picture of it. It's gone, guys. Like, I ate that first thing. It was very tasty too. So we received some masking stencils, this is a really cool set. I can see myself using this a lot in the future. And then this is a 3-part set. It's really nice. It's the stamps, which these are like layering stamps for florals and butterflies, as well as stencils, layering stencils, as well as the die cuts. So this is a really nice 3-part set. Definitely a worthwhile class to attend with the amount of product that we received, I felt like. And then the tidy towel was just an extra little bonus. And then we had our little instruction booklet, so that way if we wanted to make the cards again at home and needed the instructions, we had those here. And now I'll show you the cards that we made. So this is the first one here. And this is where those masking stencils came in really handy, because we used the one that had tiny lines to make a pattern over the floral layering stencil. So a fun technique. I've done it before in the past. I haven't done it in a while, so it was a really nice reminder for sure. And I discovered Disco Ball sequins from Gina K. I really like small sequins, and this set of sequins. It has a lot of small sizes, and I'll show you that later when I show you what I did end up purchasing. So this was the first card, and then this was the second card, and you can see we did that same concept. We layered with the stencil that had dots on it in order to create this fun pattern on the card, and then we also used the mask here to create this pretty shadow around the edge, which was really nice. Then this was the first card we made with Jennifer McGuire, a very Jennifer McGuire-esque style of card. Very cute with the butterflies, and you open it up and it has this center panel that flips up. I thought that was a nice touch. So that way, whatever your personal message is, isn't showing on display when you display the card. Very cute. I really like that pop open mechanism. I'm not sure what this style of card is called. I'll have to look it up. But then also very Jennifer McGuire, we did a gatefold card, which I thought was really cute. And we did stenciling the flowers. The nice thing with stencils is that you can do reverse image very easily. So that was just a nice little reminder to do reverse images with those layering stencils. It's a very easy way to get kind of this nice reverse look on the front of a card. A couple of things I will say that we were told we didn't need to bring anything at all, and that's true. You don't need to bring anything. Everything that you would need to make a card was supplied. I will say that I personally wish I had brought some of my own things from home. In particular, I wish I had brought some reverse tweezers as well as a jewel picker in order to apply sequins, just because my hands, I'm kind of clumsy, and so I use those all the time when I'm making cards. And it was a little bit, trickier to get everything on nice and straight without those tools to assist me. So I would say you might want to bring kind of your favorite tools along with you, maybe in a little case or a little pouch, but it's not necessary. After class, I said hello and snagged a picture with Ricky Bromero. He is so fun. Loved seeing him. Man, okay. It has been a fun but long day. Very busy. Just got back to the room and I am exhausted. Met so many amazing people today. It was really very wonderful and made lots of beautiful cards. I will share all of that with you guys, I'm sure, once I get back home and I can edit this video and put in the cards and tell you all about them. For now, I just wanted to get this video so I could put it in and let you guys know how much fun I'm having, how amazing an event it is, and I will be sure to give you more details when I'm less tired. Bye! Okay, so here are all the cards that I made on day one at the Make and Takes. This one was with La La Land Crafts. I thought this was really, really well done, and I love this little slider. So easy to make. I might make a video with that mechanism in the future. And this was my favorite things. This is a gift or a money holder. So you fold these pieces up and you can roll some money and put it in there. I thought that was cute. This is Riley and Company. And it was really hard, I would say, in the amount of time that we had to try and color images. Some of the companies had them pre-colored and printed, so we didn't have to be doing that. But like in particular, I actually spent a little bit of time touching up the coloring on this sweet little cow when I got home. Now this is a Simon Says stamp. I believe this was a Make and Take that was with Christina Warner and I think Callie Person. So this is a little gift card holder. I do like this scalloped trim on that gift card piece. I thought that was cute. And this was a super easy layering stamp set because it's kind of that whimsical stamp. I like that as well. This was with Hero Arts. Very pretty. It was layering stencils, and then this was a die cut cover plate, which I thought was clever, and it's very pretty. Doodlebug, I mean, who doesn't love Doodlebug, right? It's just these bright, fun colors. I love their cardstock stickers. I could just collect those. They're so cute. But I thought this was really sweet. Did this little banner, and then we added their like sticky puffy letters on there. So that I thought was really cute. They included an envelope. I like the inside of their envelopes. They're really cool. This is Simon Says stamp. This was a layering stamp, if I recall. Might have been a layering stencil. I think it was a stamp, but we used masking magic that had the shape of a heart cut out, and then we did stamping. That's what it was. Yeah. So I thought that was a cute idea as well. They included an envelope. And then this was probably my favorite make and take from day one. This was Lawn Fun. You guys know I'm kind of a fan of Lawn Fun. I don't do a lot of Lawn Fun videos, but I really enjoy Lawn Fun. But I got to use this pop-up die for the first time, and it is so cute and so easy. And I will definitely be doing a video about this pop-up mechanism because I have tons of ideas. I don't know when I'll get to that, but I do have it on my list of things I plan to do. Good morning, everyone. I know the camera's shaky. I'm walking in for the second day of Simon Says Create. Running a little behind this morning. I had planned to get here 30 minutes ago, but I was very tired, so I slept. But I did find coffee, so that's the good news. And it's time for some more fun. Bye. So class on the second day was first thing in the morning, but before I went to class, I ran over to Gina K's make and take table because I wanted to get a picture with Jennifer McGuire and Gina K before it got too crazy. So I'm glad that I did that. And then I also ran over to get a picture with Christina Warner and Kelly Person. So that was really awesome. There were a few other things going on in the conference center. There was some type of testing going on, but I kept seeing these signs on the wall and it was cracking me up because I thought crafters being quiet while they compete. You know, it wasn't for us, but I thought it was funny. The classrooms were fairly large, and you did need to arrive there early if you wanted to get a specific seating area, but you could pretty much view the screens from anywhere. I do wish that the screens had been a little bit clearer. It was kind of hard to see what was on them sometimes. My day 2 class was with Paula Cheney, and it was using all Tim Holtz products, and we were doing mixed media, which I don't use a lot of Tim Holtz products, mostly because I'm not really into the vintage shabby chic kind of look. I do it sometimes, but it's kind of not my go-to. But we received a ton of products and we made a really fun kind of like decoration piece. So I'll show you that, but I'll show you what we worked with. We had these ideology pieces, the photograph pieces, old vintagey photographs, with these little charms here as well. These I thought were really neat, which are these paper frames, but they have the sewing stitch on their detail with the thread already, which I thought was fun. And then these are paper strips with different, stamps and pictures and things, very vintagey looking, as well as some ephemera. These are like kind of flowers and botanical type things, birds, some kind of like nests and florals and just different things like that. These I also thought were really cool. These are transparencies with lots of fun different designs on them, and I'll show you when I show you the finished product, but these I thought were really cool to use for card editions, like to add onto cards. I just thought they were so pretty and different. I really liked these. So this was one thing I definitely could see myself using again on cards, as well as this sticker book. I thought this was fun. It just has all of these different clippings that have been turned into stickers. These Paula was saying she actually cut all of these from books And then they were all scanned in when they created the product and turned into these stickers, which I thought was pretty cool. And it's got just kind of these neat little sayings and things like that in there. And then we've got our nice little instruction book as well. So let me show you the finished project, which is really pretty cool. This is definitely not something that I would normally make. I'll show you here from the side. It is this index card holder. It's just a decorative piece. So there were some people, you know, wondering like, what am I supposed to do with this? And it's just for decor. You could put this out on a shelf, and it's just got some really fun different elements. And so we put this box together using collage medium and the paper strips all along the edges. There's some washi tape here along the top. And then each kind of little compartment, we made different pieces to put in. So this is what I was talking about with the transparency. This was a circle transparency that I cut and added to the front of this little note card with ink smooshing on it. And I thought this was just a really beautiful, easy way to make a card. So something to try if you're kind of in a rut, you know, maybe branch out. For me, it was nice doing something different because I don't do this kind of stuff. So it was a nice kind of departure from the normal style of cards that I make. And it gave me some fresh ideas too. I thought the botanicals were really pretty. I stayed away from the little people and the portraits. That's really not my jam, but I know there's a lot of people who love that. So I could see why. It's just, we all have our own preferences, right? So again, here's one of those transparencies on an ink smush note card. Really love how that turned out. And then stapled this little charm on here. And here's another one. I really like those. And then we made these little like library style card holders, which I thought were cool, by using some I think it was collage paper. I'm not sure what it was called, but we essentially added it on there, and it was messy. I will say that. It's messy to do, but the finished product I thought was really neat looking. And here is another one of those cards with the transparency and ink smushing. And you can see I pulled one of those stickers from the sticker book out on there. Thought that was very pretty. And these were cards that that were given to us in a little envelope. I'm not sure what package or what type of product is probably from Ideology where those came from, but they were just given to us as kind of like little filler items that we could put in there as well. And these little index cards, you saw there were several of them. We used the paper strips and collage medium to create these as well. So again, I thought the floral ephemera, the botanicals and things was very, very pretty. So I could see myself pulling elements from the Ideology line into my future cards. It's just probably not going to be something for me personally. That's my go-to. So you've got to keep that in mind when you are signing up for a retreat like this. There's probably going to be classes that aren't going to align perfectly with your style, but you might discover something new that you really enjoy doing that you never would have tried before. So I went into it with that kind of mindset, and I did pick up a lot of things that I could apply to my regular style of card making. And I think this is just kind of fun. It is a neat little project, and I could see doing something like this that's with more of the kind of style of things that I would like, and having it be like Christmas themed or Easter themed or something like that, and putting it out as a decor piece out on my shelf. After class, I went and had some lunch, and then I went back to do some more make and takes. They had cleared out some of the tables and moved them to a different area, so it was not nearly as congested the second day, which was really nice. It was still very busy, so I did not get to do as many make and takes as I would have liked, but again, I got to meet some really amazing people. I met Nikki Baxley of Nikki Hearts Cards. She's been on a few design teams with me. She is so sweet. She's got a video up about Create as well, so definitely check out her YouTube channel. I met Melissa, the owner of Honeybee Stamps, and she was awesome. She spent a bunch of time talking with me, and I really, really had fun at that booth. I met Mindy Egan over at the Concord and Ninth booth, and she's just a cool chick. She was so funny. We were joking about all kinds of different things. I went back by the Picket Fence Studios booth and I saw Sarah, the design team leader, and Nicole over there. That was the card that they made that day. And then I ran into Allison Frazier, and she is such a sweet lady. She's been on a design team with me in the past as well, so it was really nice putting a face to a name. I went to dinner that night with the Picket Fence crew. Nicole and her husband, Sarah, was there, as well as Jen Cray, who is just a beautiful soul. She does social media and marketing for Picket Fence, and I just love her. On the second day, I didn't get to do as many make and takes as I did on the first day, and it was very, very busy. So that was a little bit disappointing, but I still enjoyed myself, still got to meet a lot of fun people, which I'll be showing you, and I got to make some really cute cards. So I did get to do Honeybee Stamps, which was awesome. I thought this was so sweet. They actually had a little jar of forget-me-not seeds, and we made this seed packet using their stamp, and we colored it in. And so this would be great for like favors or just a little thank you at any kind of, gathering or something like that. I thought this was very, very cute. And the owner, so sweet. She talked to me for a while. Love her. This is Spellbinders. You guys know I have a glimmer. I thought this was really very pretty. I did mine a little bit different from, on the second day, I got a little bit rogue on my cards. So like on this one, I trimmed off the edges to create a white border, which is just the style that I like, and I popped it up. They were kind enough to let me use some of their supplies to do that, so I thought that was wonderful. This was Waffle Flower, and this was a really cute concept. Whoever designed this card for the make and takes, I think that it was a really great idea. This die here is actually several circle dies that were all kind of taped together, and then we did the cutting, and then we put a piece of cardstock underneath and just used Copic markers on the back, on the underneath piece, to make the colors so that they would show through the dots. And I thought that was very clever, so I'm going to want to keep that in mind. And then this was probably my favorite make and take from day 2. This was Concord and Ninth, just because I got a chance finally to play with some of the new colors, which I now have. They were sitting at home at the time, but I hadn't had a chance to play with them yet. And Mindy Egan was at the table, and she's just a delight. She's so funny, and we chatted for a while about kind of crafting catastrophes. And they were also very sweet and let me kind of go rogue. I cut down my top piece. I was like, "Do you guys have a paper trimmer?" And they were like, "Yeah." Okay, here you go. I got my nice little border that I always like to have. And then I just moved some things around. But I really thought this was a beautiful layering stencil. And I really like the new word dice that they have with the shadows. So overall, I really, really enjoyed myself. I just wish I had had a chance to get to some of the other make and takes that I didn't get a chance to do. Hey guys, so it is Sunday around 1 o'clock. I slept in and went and had some breakfast at a sit-down place. It was really delicious. I'm sure I'll talk about it when I do my voiceover. But I had a wonderful weekend at Create, but I had a couple of people tell me that I needed to come and check out Blick Art Supplies because they have a giant store here. And I have shopped there online several times in the past, and I've bought Copic markers, a lot of Copic markers from them. I also do a lot of my Copic marker purchases from Scrapbook Pal. I think I use Scrapbook Pal more often because their shipping is super fast and their prices are really good. But I wanted to come by Blick Art Materials and check it out because it's not often that I get to go to a giant art store and that I have the time. My flight doesn't leave until this evening, so I'm killing time, and I thought I would take you guys along and show you the store. So let's go. So here we are walking into the store. You can see it's a very large store, has a big storefront there with the marquee. And I really enjoyed walking around in here. I didn't buy much. I'll show you at the end what I purchased. But if you are into art, and especially fine arts like painting and things like that, I definitely recommend checking out this store if you're in the Ohio area. Lots of different things to see. So down this first aisle, they had a lot of different size canvases and boards and papers and all kinds of different stuff. And then here we've got some frames, we've got some adhesives as well, lots of different paints, all the paints you could possibly imagine. And I am moving fairly quickly through here, but it is a big store, so I'll put a timestamp here if you want to skip forward and not finish through the tour on this. But you can see here more paints, paint, so many different beautiful colors. It was very inspiring to see all of that. There are so many different kinds of paint and mediums. I don't even know kind of where you begin with that, because I took a painting class in college, but I don't remember much other than we used acrylic paints and we used oil-based paints, and it was fun. So maybe at some point I will get back into painting, but right now card making is really where I am at. So they had some different kinds of tapes and things like that. Here you can see a lot more colors of paint, different kinds of paint. And here we've got some markers, paintbrushes, any kind, size of paintbrush you could possibly want. They had it there on display, and sometimes it's just really nice to see things in person. More kind of kid-friendly art supplies on that aisle with some crayons and some markers and things like that. Here you've got more tape, adhesives, kind of rulers and drafting stuff. I was really impressed by the number of kinds of tape they had. It was pretty impressive. And then continuing on, more kinds of markers and different things like that. And that was really fun to look at, all the markers. They had so many markers. Different paper pads here, other different kinds of paper all the way down into the back. So now over here is more of kind of the artist marker area, which was what I was interested in. Lots of different fun marker brands that I was very tempted to buy to try out. You could see they had some Copics there. And I was kind of thinking, okay, but where are all the Copics? Well, all of them were in this turn stand over here. They had every single color you could possibly want. The other thing that they had was every single kind of gel pen. Like, I was shocked by how many different kinds of gel pen they had for sale there. Glitter, metallic, colors, all kinds of things. I did end up picking up a few of those items. Here you can see I picked up 2 fun painting books for my younger kiddos, and then I did get a white and a black gel pen, as well as a teal colored pen, which I was probably overly excited about. After I finished up at the art store, I went to Grader's Ice Cream, which is a local ice cream place, and this, I was shocked. I was expecting a little ice cream parlor, but it is this huge location. It has all this indoor seating, and it even has a gigantic playroom area. So if you're ever in the area with kids, check this place out. I mean, my kids would lose their minds if they went here. I had some delicious dark chocolate brownie ice cream. I don't remember what it was called, but it was so yummy. After the ice cream, I headed back to the airport. This sign, which I thought was really cool, was actually up near ticketing and check-in, and so I decided to take a picture with it. And then once I got to the gate, I saw this ice cream vending machine, which I've never seen one before. Maybe they're at airports and I've just never noticed, but I thought it was a really neat concept. I grabbed some pizza at Donato's Pizza, a local place. They do the toppings all the way to the edge of the pizza, which is kind of different and fun. And then I was on a plane headed back to Seattle. Now, I'm sure you guys are dying to see what kind of swag we got, so I'm going to jump into that here. So after our second class, we received our treat bag. It was in this nice little zipped bag here. I do wish we got this on the first day, actually, because maybe just the bag on the first day, I don't know, it would have been nice to have this bag to carry things around in during the retreat. But then again, I also liked that I didn't have to carry around all of the fun freebies that came along with it for the whole day. So I don't know what the answer is there, but nice little canvas style bag. And then I'll show you everything that came inside of it. And I thought overall it was a really, really good mix of things. So we had this little pin from Altenew, had some of the Real Teal embossing powder from Wow, some Lawn Fawn washi tape, which is super cute. These little elephants on there. I was excited about that. And then this is from Trinity Stamps. I love Trinity Stamps confetti. I think they, and their baubles and things, I love, love, love them. So it came with this little pack that has silver and gold and stars and just a bunch of different things in there. So I thought that was nice. I haven't tried their glue, so this will be a good opportunity to do that. And then this guy, I was really happy to see because, you know, this is what I normally use for my stuff, is I have this pokey tool, and then I have my jewel picker that I use. And I thought this was really neat because it is a nice sharp pokey tool, which I like having a sharp option, and then a jewel picker on the other side. And it's pretty with those little gems on the inside. So I'll be giving this a try. It is pretty big. That would be the only downside, but I think that it also means that I'll be able to hold on to it. So I'll be giving that a try. I'll probably give you guys some more thoughts on that later. This is from Sizzix, little camera stamp with some dies. And then Julie Hickey designs a bunch of fun different enamel dots. So you can never have enough enamel dots around. So I thought that was nice. Purple Onion designs this cute little squirrel here. A red rubber stamp, which is nice. And then I thought this was so cute. I was glad that I don't have this set. So this is Just Add Glitter Lawn Fawn stamps and dies. Some Avery Owl. This is very sweet for the holidays. Peaceful Frame is what it's called. And this, I'm excited to give a try because I thought it was really cute. It's a puppy's stencil, and I don't have really anything like that. So I think this is cute. This is from Waffle Flower. And then Mama Elephant, little line agenda. Their agenda series is really great to have to make quick and simple cards, because you can essentially just do a strip of these guys along the card and then a sentiment, and really you automatically have a really cute, clean and simple card. Newton's Nook, nice little truck with the back open, a spring sentiment. This would be cute. This Sweet Cake stamp from Altenew. Now these are from Stamp and Storage, which I shop there quite frequently actually for some of my storage needs. I don't generally get my envelopes from there, but these are kind of nice little index topped pockets. I'm not quite sure what I would put in these, but they're 6x7. So I'm thinking maybe you could put like 6x6 paper in there or something like that. I'll have to give those a try and see what I think. Some Hero transfers. Transfers are coming back in style from what I understand. So these are kind of fun. You put it on your cardstock and rub it on there. And it just has a different look from a sticker So just another fun option. And then I thought this was very pretty. This is from Colorado Craft Company. This is Happily Ever After. And it's, you know, little mice, and they have their wedding and bride and groom and cakes and things like that. And I don't have a lot of wedding sets, so I thought this was nice. And also, I don't think I actually own anything from Colorado Craft Company yet, even though I've always admired their stamps. So that was nice to have something a little bit new to me. And then paper pack from My Favorite Things. All the different patterns in here. It's very primary, but nice, kind of bright, bold colors. Will go with a lot of different things. That is their Party Time 6x6 paper pad. And this is a new to me company, Moda Scrap. This is School Details. And I thought this was kind of a fun, different paper. It's kind of like just really interesting in the patterns and the way it's drawn and the colors. It's not like any other company. So I'm going to look at them some more and see if that's kind of their general style for their paper packs, because I like it. I thought it was different and fun. So that was really cute as well. And then we received this Olo marker, which is fun because I've been wanting to try these. So now I can just try one and see if it's something that I want to add to my coloring arsenal. And then probably my favorite thing that we received, I was literally at Create talking about how I needed to go and buy one of these. I have seen other people use them, and I've been wanting to get one. I just haven't gotten one yet. So this worked out really well. This is such a cool thing because essentially you put all your stuff in there. You can put, I'll show you for example, I'll put a couple of my markers in here, and I'll put my scissors and maybe like my jewel picker, and you close it all up. I mean, you can travel around with it. But then when you're working, wherever you get to, you pop this down and it creates this nice little cup for you to be able to easily grab things in and out of. So great for travel, or even like if you're going to take coloring stuff with you in the car and color while you're waiting at a doctor's appointment or whatever. So I was really, really happy to see this in there. I think overall there is quite a bit of things here, and not everything is 100% stuff that I would buy, but that's always the case when you got any type of, swag kind of gift with any type of event. But I thought they did a really good job of including some nice things. It's, a lot of it's newer products, different stuff that, I'll definitely use. And so overall, I thought the value was there. Now, it would have been nice to see these things, I think, earlier on, so that I didn't potentially buy duplicates. That ended up not being an issue for me because I didn't do a lot of shopping at the event. But I know other people were saying that. So I do think giving this earlier in the event, giving the bag and the items earlier in the event would be a better idea. But, I was happy to get it, and I thought it was all super cute. Overall, I was very, very happy. So shopping wise, I only bought a couple of things, and there was so much to look at. So, all of Simon Says Stamp pretty much was there for you to look at and view, all the different companies. It was just really kind of overwhelming actually, but also amazing. And so a lot of people did a lot of shopping. I was a bit overwhelmed by all of the noise in the main crafting room, so I didn't do a lot of shopping. Also, I was trying to get to all the make and takes, and I'm also very lucky in that I have a lot of things already. So, and I knew I would be getting freebies as well. So I didn't want to spend too much money after having spent a lot of money on the trip. But there were a few things that I saw that I just had to have. And the first one was the Gina K Designs Disco Ball Sequins. I mentioned we use these in class. And I just really like them because they're so small for the most part. There's not a bunch of huge sequins. And for me, I like the smaller sequins. And I really, really like the itty bitty ones that are in there. I just don't see those in a lot of sequin packs. So I thought these were really pretty and very shiny. So I bought these. And then I did buy some Moonlight confetti from Trinity Stamps because I do love their confetti, and I had been wanting to get a pack of this. And then I bought this platform pop-up die from Lawn Fun, and this was the one that was used to make that make and take. This was the one that was used to make that make and take with this cute little elephant. So I was in love. Now, I don't have a lot of these style of dies, mainly because I thought, oh, they're complex and they're expensive and I can just stick with my regular cards. But this one, I was just so impressed, and I had so many different ideas of how you could use it. Now, there's some additions on here that are not part of this platform pop-up die. So like this is like a cloud edition. Essentially, this just does the main base inside there. And so I'll be doing a video, I think at some point anyway, on that, hopefully. All right, guys, thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. I hope you enjoyed all of this footage and felt like you were getting a chance to come along with me. All in all, Create 2023 was an amazing event, and I cannot wait for another one. I will definitely be going back. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments, and I'll try and answer those for you. But until next time, happy crafting.